Listening to CCAN Radio Live, playing your music and helping our community truly connect. Together, we
Lord, I can't change. Won't you fly free, bird? Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to TKR Mornings. Tomatoes are red, GMOs make them grow. Who's going to be right? Francesca or Gizmo? Well, we'll find out today on this tasty Tuesday, where we'll be joined by Dean Emeritus of the University of Manitoba to discuss all things food. That and more. Francesca's still off fighting a virus, probably because she watched The Gladiator. She felt like she could take it on single-handedly. We hope you feel better soon, because you know what? They just don't make them like you. This is TKR Mornings on CCN Radio.
This is TKR Mornings, streaming live from Toronto.
Not for nothing. You look like you might be scared of something. Call it confidence, I call it bluffing. Acrimony vibes, you've got it coming. Not for nothing. It's something shameless. Moving through the room just like you're famous. Bruised egos in your wake and yet you're blameless. Girl, that attitude is so outrageous, so off basis. And it ain't that hard to see. You're off key, dancing but you're somewhere off the beat. So mean but she makes it look easy. Make way for the queen of vanity. She's the queen of vanity. Your hubris is ruthless. So seeds but girl is it fruitless. You lead with your ego. You suck. Mosquito. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fakest of them all? It's you. Well, it's you. And it ain't that hard to see. You're off key, dancing but you're somewhere off the beat. So mean but she makes it look easy. Make way for the queen of vanity. She's 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 the
The Queen of Vanity. That was a little wild on TKR Mornings. Good morning. I'm Gizmo. Francesca is still off sick today, battling a fever. Hopefully it's not COVID like me, though I'm not sure I do, because I did one test and it said yes, and then the next day I did another test and it said no. And there's like a 95% accuracy when it's correct and only a 75% accuracy if it's incorrect. So law of average and science, I'm going to have to do another test today to see if I'm contagious or if I can go back out into the outside world. Because nobody wants to get, even if it's just a cold, nobody wants that at all. Coming up today, well, normally, as always, we have 15 minutes of non-stop music coming up very shortly. And we got some of the classic music videos from Calliope Wren, Camille Miller, and many more. Brand new music video to come from Calliope Wren this Friday, so very excited for that one. Coming up at 7:30, we got good news, where we'll be looking on a food side of the good news in the world today. And then coming up at 7:45, find out how you can get a massive discount on the Toronto Musicians Hub Christmas mixer coming up on the 19th of December using our special codes and using TKR at the checkout. So there'll be more about that at 7:45 in TKR Events Guide, sponsored by HotInk. And then at 8 o'clock, very excited, we have Read It, Read It, Thread It's first guest, the Dean Emeritus of the Faculty of Agricultural and Food Sciences at the University of Manitoba, who's going to basically put one of us in our place, as in either myself or Francesca, about our conversation we had the other week about stuff coming from the soil into tomatoes, and we're going to be discussing much more about that and food in general with him. So that's at 8 o'clock. Hopefully you can stay tuned in for that. And then again at 8:45 we'll have TKR's Spotlight Artist of the Day, sponsored by Toronto Musicians Hub. So all of that and more. It's a pretty decent one out today. Weather's not going to be too bad, but it's going to be dropping over the next couple of days here in Toronto at least. So do be careful out on the roads, especially early in the mornings. There are going to be patches of ice out there on some of those back roads. So take your time, be careful, and bundle up nice and warm. So, it's once again a little bit of a lonely show for me today. Francesca, again, please do feel better soon. It's just not the same without you. But at least there's nobody to put me in my place when I say dumb stuff. So there's a bonus on that one. It's always good. We're going to get back into the music right now because Christmas is coming and therefore magic is coming. This is Rory Kelly on TKR Mornings.
When she knows that this life is not enough and all the dull platitudes and the world can't make it so. Working hard every day for the bills she still can't pay. She RPGs late at night into someone else's life. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Where you gonna be tonight? There's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Get ready for the big surprise. When's it gonna be my turn? When's it gonna turn around? When am I gonna wake up happy, knowing what I found? When's it gonna turn around? When's it gonna be my turn? When am I gonna wake up smiling, knowing what I learned? And she lays out the cards to see how the day will be, and she turns with a sigh. It's another one of these, but the wind blows strong now. She knows it's only time, just a matter of time, until she spreads her wings and flies. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Where you gonna be tonight? Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Get ready for the big surprise. When's it gonna be my turn? When's it gonna turn around? When am I gonna wake up happy, knowing what I found? When's it gonna turn around? When's it gonna be my turn? When am I gonna wake up smiling, knowing what I learned? Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. And she lays her head tonight. She knows it's still not time, and she dreams with the power of the phoenix and flames, and she thinks that she begins to understand what she has inside. It's not a thing to disavow, it's not to fix, it's not to tame. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Oh, there's magic coming. Where you gonna be tonight? There's magic coming. There's magic coming. There's magic coming. Get ready for the rest of your life. They never have a happy ending. I'm sick of writing sad songs, but at least I know I'm not pretending. I know that I'm not hopeless, 'cause those who wander aren't always lost, and it can't be taught. I know that I'm not heartless, but I refuse to ever pay the cost. is your heart. But I need to get back up upon this horse. This train ain't gonna last. Oh, nothing less. I can't be a picture on this wall, collecting dust and prints instead of experience. I can't be a beauty on the screen. Beauty ain't built to last. And this train, oh this train, oh this train, she's built and staying. Oh, she's built and staying. Oh, built and staying. I'm just built and staying. Don't say the wrong thing. Oh, 'cause they're watching. Feel my hands are tight. That's how it is. Don't let us break free like people before me. But is it just not right? What's on my mind? Lately it's been playing in my head. All the things I wish I would have said. Oh, does that make me the bad guy? Oh, lately I cannot control my thoughts. Only wanna have what I cannot. Usually know who I should be. Lately I'm not see the car speed. Always in the backseat. Remember me vividly when I was a kid. She had that vibe, got that drive. But is she now awake inside of me? Lately it's been playing in my head. All the things I wish I would have said. Oh, does that make me the bad guy? Oh, lately I cannot control my thoughts. Only wanna have what I cannot. Usually know who I should be. Lately I'm not. Maybe it's the way I feel. Maybe it's the way I fake it. Only hurts if you let it. Maybe it's the way I feel. Maybe it's the way I fake it. Do you recognize me? Lately it's been playing in my head. All the things I wish I would have said. Oh, does that make me the bad guy? Oh, lately I cannot control my thoughts. Only wanna have what I cannot. Usually know who I should be. Lately I'm not me.
Electric whisper secrets in the air, in the air. We're chasing dreams, no time to disappear. Dancing on the edge, where the winds blow. We are feelers, dreaming, letting our spirits go. In the city lights, when we never sleep. We are painting colors on the wall of our dreams. Dancing on the edge, where the winds blow. We are feelers, dreaming, letting our spirits go. In the city lights, when we never sleep. We are painting colors on the wall of our dreams. Paintings on the walls, language untold. In electric rhythm, we never, never fall. Heart we synchronize with the city pulse. This is chapter 1 of our love story muse. Electric whisper secrets in the air, in the air. We're chasing dreams, no time to disappear. We are just living the night. Dancing on the edge, where the winds blow. We are feelers, dreaming, letting our spirits go. In the city lights, when we never sleep. We are painting colors on the wall of our dreams. Dancing on the edge, where the winds blow. We are feelers, dreaming, letting our spirits go. In the city lights, when we never sleep. We are painting colors on the wall of our dreams. Hearts racing, hearts breaking, shadows lightning, love exploding. Hearts racing, hearts breaking, shadows lightning, love exploding. Dancing on the edge, where the winds blow. We are feelers, dreamers, letting our spirits go.
This is TKR Mornings streaming live from Toronto.
Well, it's 7:30 and that means it's time for good news. Yes, it's 7:30 where we share. I say we, it's only me today. Francesca is off sick, so hopefully we'll get some good news there when she returns back to TKR Mornings, when she's not battling a virus or a fever or something. So we're going to start off on sort of food, agricultural related good news here. So easy compostable bioplastic now replaces millions of plant pots across New Zealand while nourishing soil. New Zealand-based eco startup has cracked a code for replacing single-use plastic, targeting garden nurseries with their breakthrough bioplastic that breaks down naturally in the soil. After 5 years of development and testing, Compostify is aiming to replace 350 million waste-producing plastic pots produced annually across the country. Our mission is to replace conventional plastic with materials that work in harmony with nature, said Compostify co-founder and CEO Peter Wilson. Not only is Compostify's bioplastic practical and robust, it decomposes naturally, turning into what once was waste into something beneficial for the soil. Multi-ton orders have already been placed by partners like Scion and that are manufacturing the eco-friendly containers for the horticultural sector to create industry-wide impact for the retailers, which have long sought solutions to reduce plastic waste. I totally agree. I do a lot of gardening in the spring and in the summer, and that is one of the issues that I've found. And I mean, even when growing my own stuff from seed, I still need a container to put the stuff in. So there is still, unfortunately, a lot of plastic waste. Now, obviously, there are things you can do in the meantime. You can reuse these plastic pots. You can return them to your local, if you've got a local garden centre, you can always return it there. They've probably got better ways of disposing it. Or like I said, just reuse it for the next year is always the way to go. Bakery owner discovers her longtime customer is her biological son. From Chicago comes the story of a sweet reunion between a mother and son who, despite having met many times, never knew of their relationship. At Give Me Some Sugar Bakery, a recently hired employee, Hunter Vermar, is particularly proud of his pound cake. He has always loved stopping in for a sweet treat or breakfast at the cafe, particularly because of the service from the baker behind the counter. Her name was Lenore Lindsay, and although he didn't know Varma's name, he knew him as a valuable customer. But their relationship went far deeper than that. Though they didn't know it, they were mother and son. Lindsay gave up a newborn son for adoption when she gave birth just at 17 years old. Vermar, for his part, didn't know he was adopted until 34. After finding out, he became gradually more interested in finding out who his birth mother was, so submitted DNA for a test. One day I received a strange call. I was on the phone talking to my friend when a call came through from the bakery, said Vermar to the Washington Post. I was like, why is Give Me Some Sugar calling me? Even though he was told to expect a call from his biological mother, he didn't suspect even for a moment any connection between it and the bakery. When I knew who he was, we just started screaming on the phone, Lindsay said. We were just beside ourselves. It was so unbelievable. That is certainly... That's certainly a cool story there. So it turns out baking can be good for more than just delicious treats. In this case, it helped someone find their biological son, technically. And non-verbal boy bakes dozens of Christmas pies to replace Michelin star chef's stolen holiday batch. When a Michelin star chef in England had over 2,000 Christmas pies stolen on their way to a Christmas fair, an unlikely baker stepped in to help. The story comes from the country's northeast, where an award-winning Christmas market called the St. Nicholas Fair in the city of York was set to feature 2,500 pies baked by chef Tommy Banks, whose restaurant received a coveted star in the 2013 during the first year as head chef. However, the van transporting the pies to the events was stolen, driven off and abandoned, with all of the pies perishing inside. An autistic 11-year-old Joshi Harris was reading the news with his father, and although he's non-verbal, he understood what was happening, that the man was sad and that pies needed to be baked. When they'd finished reading the news report, Joshi held up an iPad which he uses to communicate and wrote on it, "I see sad man, pies finished." Joshi doesn't speak, but cooking and baking is a way of showing creativity, Dan Harris, Joshi's father, told the BBC. He wanted to show, especially at Christmas, that these kinds of things shouldn't be happening. Since then, Joshi has been baking dozens of pies in all sorts of flavours, but his personal favourite has to be apple pie. Mr. Harris has been in touch with Chef Banks, and the family hopes to be able to hand off all the pies on Saturday. That is absolutely incredible. Kudos there. But seriously, like, I do not condone people stealing stuff. Okay, let's just be absolutely clear. But you know what? If you're gonna nick a van with 2,500 pies in it, at least have the audacity to eat the pies. Like, I don't care that you abandoned the van, but you wasted 2,500 perfectly good pies. And let's face it, clearly they wanted a taste of you, because this is Clay on TKR Mornings.
Draw in close to me. Don't wait. Wrap your arms around me. The taste of you is sweet. It pulls me underneath. You are my gravity. I never want to lose this feeling.
Time now for the TKR Events Guide, sponsored by HotInk. So, what's going on in Toronto today? Toronto. Well, the Toronto Marlies versus Lehigh Valley Phantoms tonight at the Coca-Cola Coliseum, 6 till 7:30. Probably slightly more affordable than the Maple Leafs. And at Creative Reuse Toronto, there is a Christmas stocking sewing workshop. Join Creative Reuse Toronto this holiday season for a DIY Christmas stocking workshop. Create decorative stockings out of felt fabric that can be used by you or given as a gift. That's from 6 till 9 tonight. And at Hemingway's at 6 o'clock, they've got a Friends Trivia Christmas episodes. It's a holiday armadillo at our Friends Christmas Trivia. It's our first evening of our first question set, hosted by Alyk from Quizmaster's Jess team. Questions are on all Friends Christmas episodes. That's from 6 till 9 at Hemingway's down near Yonge and Bloor in Toronto. And on the 19th of December, Toronto Musicians Hub is holding its Christmas Mixer. Early bird tickets are $15, but if you go to the link provided in our bios, use the code TKR, you will get a Christmas discount. So you will definitely want to do that. Okay, we're going to do 15 minutes of non-stop music videos right now. Why, I hear you say? Well, we've got to get ready for our guest today, who is going to be joining us very shortly for Read It, Read It, Thread It, where we're going to be discussing all things food related and agriculture as well. Our guest is Dr. Michael Trevan, and he has got quite the list of accreditations. Let's put it at that. It's a long list that I'm not even going to read right now, but he does hold a PhD in science from the University of London and is a fellow Institute of Biology, a fellow of the Royal Society of Medicine, and a member of the Manitoba's Institute of Agrologists. And the list does go on. So we'll be talking to him at 8 o'clock. So we're going to get all of the technology set up so this goes off without a hitch. So enjoy a special 15 minutes of non-stop music right about... Oh, where's it gone? Raspberries. I know it's there somewhere. You know when you look for something and you can't find it, and the second you stop looking, it's right there. Gonna be young forever. Cami Kehoe on TKR Mornings.
When you say love will fade, what makes me so cold? Took a shot, I was lost, but I wasn't home. Went up and down, looking all around for someone to save me. Up and down, looking all around, but nothing can save me. I'm trying not to hurt nobody, but you're making me believe that I make it hard to breathe now. And we don't need a fast car, honey, cause we're going at a speed that'll make it hard to breathe at. So why you blaming it all on me when you're making me believe that I make it hard to breathe now? I'm trying not to hurt nobody, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Oh, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Oh, so why you blaming it all on me? Oh, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Oh, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Taking me to a place, why does it feel so low? In your eyes, they're paralyzed, but I wasn't home. Went up and down, looking all around for someone to save me. Up and down, looking all around, but nothing can save me. I'm trying not to hurt nobody, but you're making me believe that I make it hard to breathe now. And we don't need a fast car, honey, cause we're going at a speed that'll make it hard to breathe at. So why you blaming it all on me when you're making me believe that I make it hard to breathe now? I'm trying not to hurt nobody, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Oh, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Oh, so why you blaming it all on me? Oh, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Oh, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. I'm trying not to hurt nobody, but you're making me believe that I make it hard to breathe now. And we don't need a fast car, honey, cause we're going at a speed that'll make it hard to breathe at. So why you blaming it all on me when you're making me believe that I make it hard to breathe now? I'm trying not to hurt nobody, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Oh, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Oh, so why you blaming it all on me? Oh, I'm trying not to hurt nobody. Oh,
Flip my phone upside down, cause I think of you when it lights up. Count to 100 in my head as I'm lying in my bed. From the day since we last spoke to the one I miss you the most. See you and I, see you and I. Running to my bed cause I'll see you in my dreams. Before I wake up, but my eyes tight, but I don't mind. I can't wait to go to sleep, cause my thoughts are all I need. See you in my dreams, see you in my dreams. Got a head start, I need to think of you when the lights out. Used to lie awake, now I make it up instead. You flip to the cold side. Need you, I can't lie if dreams are all we have. I'm okay with that. See you in my dreams, cause it all makes sense to me, but I'm blind. Cause I wanna see you, cause I wanna see you, cause I wanna see you, cause I wanna see you. Running to my bed cause I'll see you in my dreams. Before I wake up, but my eyes tight, but I don't mind. I can't wait to go to sleep, cause my thoughts are all I need. See you in my dreams, see you in my dreams. Got a head start, I need to think of you when the lights out. Used to lie awake, now I make it up instead. You flip to the cold side. Need you, I can't lie if dreams are all we have. I'm okay with that. See you in my dreams, cause it all makes sense to me, but I'm blind. Cause I wanna see you, cause I wanna see you, cause I wanna see you, cause I wanna see you.
This is TKR Mornings streaming live from Toronto.
Through the dark, a color show. One by one, we lift the veil for the voices they dismiss. Lost in stories never told, the whispers of the past we can't hide. In shadows, the truth unfolds, marching onward with our dreams anew. Dream toward a star.
Time now for Read It, Read It, Thread It is what is going to happen right now. And I'm joined this morning by Dean Emeritus of the Faculty of Agricultural and Food Sciences at the University of Manitoba, Dr. Michael Trevan. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you?
I'm doing very well. A little bit lonely today because Francesca's off sick, or she might just be hiding from the fact that me and her were having a discussion, or her and I should say, were having a discussion about tomatoes and how do we know, even with fresh produce in the store, that these things haven't taken up bits and bobs from the soil that maybe we don't want to consume, and that sort of led us on to genetically modified food. So perhaps you can tell us a little bit more, firstly off, am I right, or is Francesca right, or is it somewhere in between when it comes to the soil and what the plant uptakes?
Well, it's sort of somewhere in between, because plants have to take stuff from the soil in order to be able to grow. Now, there are some plants where you've got to be maybe a bit more careful than you otherwise would. For example, rice is pretty good at picking up arsenic from the soil, if there's any there. Flax is also pretty good at picking up cadmium from the soil. So in places like Manitoba, where there is a high level of cadmium in the soil, you can't grow flax there.
Okay.
And of course, and wine producers, of course, they depend upon the soil to give a particular trait to the wine or the grapes they're growing to make a difference to the flavour of the wine they produce.
Okay, and obviously cadmium is radioactive essentially, so that's not something you want to consume. But when it comes to wine, do these have an effect on our body, or is it nothing big and it really just sort of changes the flavour?
No, they don't have any effect on our body in that sense. It just affects the flavour. And it might possibly be the same with a tomato, but most of the tomatoes' flavour, or rather with a lot of modern tomatoes, lack of it, is due to the fact that the growers are trying to produce perfectly round, red, ripe, not soggy tomatoes that, if you cut them across the middle, will have three little, what they call locules, which are the sort of the segments inside the tomato. And in doing so, they manage to remove most of the decent flavour.
Right, I see. Because that's genetically modified engineering, right? When they're sort of changing the shape of the food. So when did that sort of first get introduced?
When the tomato was first discovered, way back in about the 16th century, by the Spanish in the Andes in South America, when it was a tiny little, very bitter, hard, and sort of yellow, greeny yellow fruit. And they thought, oh, this looks nice, and it wasn't. But they introduced it into the agricultural system, and over the years, farmers managed to breed better tasting tomatoes. But it wasn't really until the 19th century that tomato caught on as a possible food. So the ordinary plant breeding is a way in which you can introduce a gene from one strain of a plant into another. So if one doesn't grow very well, but it's got plenty of flavour, you can look for the genes in that plant and transfer it. And what the traditional process is, you simply mix the pollen of one plant with the flower of another and hope for the best, and then plant out hundreds of little plantlets and let them grow and see what sort of tomato they produce. So it's a bit of a long-winded process.
Well, it's fascinating to think that you think of genetically modified foods and you think sort of the late sort of 20th century, but you're saying sort of this sort of idea came around sort of the 16th century, a long time ago, and has actually been going on for a lot longer.
Yeah, and I mean, for all of agriculture, it's been going on for thousands of years. If you looked at what the grass was that we get modern corn or maize from, it's a scrubby little thing, and you really wouldn't want to eat it.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I like the tomatoes as they are now. They're not too bad. I like the ones I personally grow. And when it's like sort of the seeds you buy from a store, are they still part of that genetically modified sort of crop, or are they more sort of organic and natural? Because you can get the difference between organic and natural seeds, and they label it for you. Is there much of a difference?
Well, the organic seeds have been grown under organic growth conditions. There are other seeds which are just being grown normally with fertilizers and pesticides on the plant before the seed develops. And then there are seeds that you can get that will be possibly genetically modified by a process of specifically taking a one single gene from somewhere and putting it into a plant, or actually taking the plant you've got and deleting a gene from it. And that's what they did with the original genetically modified tomato.
Fascinating. Oh, that's really good to know. I mean, for a plant, the day isn't too long, but it is for Katie St. Germain. You're listening to TKR Mornings with our guest, Dr. Michael Trevan, and he's going to help us understand more about our foods and what we put into our body. We'll be back after these.
I wake up in the morning, pour myself a coffee, and think of all the things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the gym before it's 9 a.m. Hell, I might even catch up on the news. Not gonna drink, not gonna smoke, not gonna keep checking my phone for a message that he'll probably never send. But the day gets too long, and the night just gets longer, and I try to be strong, but time's always stronger. Those seconds turn to minutes, turn to hours, dragging on, and the day is too long. I'm good at staying busy until a memory hits me, and then I'm right back where I started from. I have a drink, I have a smoke, I text someone I used to know, just when I think I'm getting good at being alone. The day gets too long, and the night just gets longer, and I try to be strong, but time's always stronger. Seconds turn to minutes, turn to hours, dragging on, and the day is too long. When the sun is rising, you can find me at my best. It ain't the start that's hard, it's all the rest. 'Cause the day gets too long, and the night just gets longer, and I try to be strong, but time's always stronger. Those seconds turn to minutes, turn to hours, dragging on. Just when I start to feel okay, I remember that you're gone. And the day is too long. The day is too long. The day is too long. And the day is too long.
This is TKR Mornings, streaming live from Toronto.
What is this? What are we? Do you miss me when I'm not around? You are on my list, just a matter of time before this bottle explodes. Do you know what you would like from me? I would like to take things slowly from here out. Am I yours? Are you mine? Do you think that we could find the time, despite our busy lives, to talk reaching out. Won't you help me now? I'm just a fool underwater. I am screaming out. I am reaching out to you. Save me before I drown. Save me before I drown.
Isla Barker, full underwater here on TKR Mornings. I absolutely love that song. Phenomenal it is. Absolutely brilliant. A bit of country music for you all today when we're having our discussion about foods. And I'm joined by Michael Travan, Dean Emeritus of the Faculty of Agricultural and Food Sciences at the University of Manitoba. And we were talking about genetically modified foods just before we cut away to the break. And I want to cycle back to something that you mentioned about rice. So golden rice was engineered to produce beta carotene, correct?
That's right. Yeah, it's a precursor.
It's a precursor to vitamin A. And now, obviously, there are areas in the world where you don't get all of the required nutrients and things, and supplements are needed. And myself and Francesca have discussed the supplements in our foods, and wanting to know a little bit more about that.
Your connection is a bit duff at the moment, but I will talk anyway. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you seem to be breaking up there, unfortunately, Michael. Try taking whatever device is off Wi-Fi. That might help.
Hang on, I'm going to have to hang up because I can't hear what you're saying. You can call me again.
Okay, absolutely. We will jump to a piece of music right now, and we will be back when we fix these technological issues right now. So we'll be back in 2 shakes. This is the Baby Goats on TKR Mornings. Well, that was 2 shakes and the baby goats. Like I said, we would be back in 2 shakes while we sorted out those technical glitches, and we're back with Dr. Michael Trevan. I can hear you now, so that's good.
Okay, jolly good. I'll go back to where I was with the vitamin A deficiency, which occurs in quite a few Asian countries in particular, because there's a diet which is high in white rice. And the problem with vitamin A deficiency is people, you lose your night blind, you lose your night vision, don't you? Well, unfortunately, if you're a child and you don't get enough vitamin A, you not only totally lose your sight, so you go blind as a child. It's one of the biggest causes of blindness in children in the world is vitamin A deficiency. It also stunts your growth. It makes you more susceptible to infectious diseases. So trying to get more vitamin A into the diet without people having to rush off to a health food store and buy vitamin A tablets, that's why the idea of the golden rice was introduced. And it was a very clever idea because they put the genes into the rice that could make it produce vitamin A, or rather beta carotene, which then turns in your body into vitamin A. So that seemed like a jolly good idea, and it was done by the International Rice Research Institute, which is based in the Philippines. And that was set up in 1960 by the Ford Foundation and one other whose name escapes me at the moment. The Rockefeller Foundation. So, but it never really took off because not that there was anything wrong with it. It looked nice. It was like rice cooked with saffron or turmeric or whatever. It was this golden yellow color. It tasted okay. It would have done its job brilliantly. But it did face quite a few regulatory delays. But its biggest problem was that the people who grew the rice, or rather the people who would sell the rice at the markets, didn't think that the population would buy rice that wasn't white, because it can't possibly be rice. What would they do with it? This sort of thing. So, and it was really that meant that there wasn't so much public resistance as marketers' resistance to this new product, which didn't look like rice because it was yellow. And so I don't think it's ever really taken hold anywhere, despite being a really very good idea.
Yeah, I totally agree, because from my side of things, I think, well, if you're eating a fully balanced diet, do you really need all of these supplements? And so the case is maybe we still, in certain areas, do need these supplements, or is it the case nowadays? Because I remember as a kid eating the breakfast cereals and knowing, I'm getting niacin and thiamine and riboflavin, and apparently these are all important things in my diet, packed into my breakfast cereals, but really not really knowing much about them. They're just names, right? So the public perception to these things going in our foods can sort of cause problems, right?
Well, that's right. And I think that the issue really is that people who are eating a properly balanced, what one might describe as a healthy diet, actually taking vitamin supplements doesn't really make any difference. There's plenty of research on that in the sort of the nutritional and medical press. As you get older and you start to eat less, then having a vitamin supplement might be helpful, because if you're not eating enough, you may be eating all the right things, but you're not getting enough of the vitamins and minerals that you need. And of course, there is the other issue with children that can be particularly susceptible to things like vitamin D deficiency, which means they develop rickets and such like. And that was really the point in the areas like the Philippines and Indonesia, was that the diet wasn't balanced because it didn't contain enough vitamin A. So yeah, supplements where you're not getting enough of something are a good idea, but supplements where you're getting enough of everything, they don't make any difference except to the bank balances of the people who sell them to you.
100%. And Francesca would sort of agree on that the marketeers and the psychologists are getting too much behind these things and sort of pushing a narrative that obviously then affects the rest of us, because a lot of us don't have the knowledge or the understanding of the deeper levels that go into what's in our food, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That's absolutely right. And
yeah, go ahead.
And therefore, you can be scared and terrified into thinking, oh, it must be bad, by stories you read on the internet from people who equally probably don't know what they're talking about. And there are plenty of those about.
No, absolutely. And they're all shouting, leave it alone. This is Camille Miller. We'll be back with Dr. Michael Trevan after this.
Of the bitters, man, does it feel sweet? I'm gonna use this fire in the bottom of my belly, get me back up on my feet. A child is just to be a tattletale, tell everyone that you were wrong. Snitches get stitches, even if it burns and itches. Walk away, leave it alone. Tear me down so you could build me up into something that you could mold. Like a puppeteer manipulates the strings of a puppet, slowly suffocates the heart and soul. I admit at the start I went along with them, and it felt bad all along. Snitches get stitches, even if they burn and itches. Walk away, leave it alone. Leave me alone. Of the bitters, man, does it feel sweet? I'm gonna use this fire in the bottom of my belly, get me back up on my feet. I've got a wicked taste of the bitters, man, does it feel sweet? Does it feel sweet?
Camille Miller, leave it alone here on TKR Mornings. This is Read It, Read It, Thread It on Tuesday for Tasty Tuesdays, and I am joined by Dean Emeritus Michael Trevan, and we've been discussing genetically modified foods and the things and what have you that are in them. Are they safe? Are they good? And he's giving us the 411 on it. Now, I want to talk about sort of pesticides, and well, let's use corn, for example. Quite a large crop that's grown, goes into pretty much everything these days with like cornstarch, corn syrup, all of that. And pesticides, like a lot of people are concerned about the pesticides that we spray onto our foods. Are we ending up consuming these nasty things that help protect our food, say, for example, against the European core borer? Or are there other things that we're doing now that reduce the need for these things?
Well, yeah, and there are. And it's a very interesting story, this one, because there is a naturally occurring bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis, that organic farmers can use to put on their crops in order to work as a pesticide, because this particular bacteria produces a thing called a Bt protein, and that is highly toxic to insects when they eat the plant. So this was introduced, that the method for actually making the Bt protein in the plant itself, in the corn, was a bit of genetic modification. That meant that when a caterpillar crawled onto a corn plant and started to eat it, it died. Now, because people got terribly worried about this, because, oh God, they've actually got this pesticide in the corn, but for the people it's entirely harmless. The result of that was, and it was adopted widely in the US and in Canada, is that the use of other pesticides declined dramatically, because there was no need to spray your corn crop with any other sort of pesticide. And it also, of course, because it was built into the crop, it lowered the crop losses. So it's one of those things that people were very concerned about. And in Europe, it never took on. The regulators wouldn't allow it. And yet it was a very good, particularly against the corn borer. Okay. Now, the outcome of that also was that the environmentalists got very worried, because they were worried that it was going to affect the monarch butterfly, which the monarch butterfly starts off in Mexico, and it breeds and goes northwards in about 3 weekly intervals. And they were worried that if the monarch butterfly got onto the corn, it would eat it would sip on the pollen and die, although it would lay its eggs there. But in actual fact, that never happened, because when the corn was flowering, the monarch butterfly wasn't around, because the two things were out of phase with each other. And what they've now discovered, because of there's much less use of chemical pesticides on the corn crop, insect life, particularly the monarch butterfly, is in greater abundance in those areas than it was before, because they're not spraying pesticide, and it's drifting over onto plants which the butterfly actually eats. So that's a really, really curious issue.
That's interesting. It's because I've grown corn in my back garden before, and I don't think I've come across the European corn borer, but I have certainly come across the Japanese shield beetle, the little gold one, and those things will tear through a corn plant. So my question is, like, when you buy the corn seeds from, say, any form of sort of garden center, do they have these sorts of things in them already to stop them, or are they very specifically designed for larger agricultural industry?
They're really designed for the larger agricultural industry, because you need to be able to buy this seed, and it needs to be regulated and licensed and everything else. So it's not the sort of thing you would necessarily find. Now, if you actually went out and bought a piece of corn, corn on the cob, you might or might not be able to sort of save the little corn bits, which of course are the seeds, and grow them. And that's an interesting question, to which I would have to take a time to think about.
We can put a pin in that one. We can certainly circle back to that, because I would be interested to know the answer to that one. And I think it comes down to like the public perception. Like, there's a lot of stuff with people in their Facebook PhDs posting, and as far as I can work out, inane twaddle and misinforming, and then people read that and it carries on and it snowballs. I would like to, after this quick break, talk to you more about how we can deal maybe with consumer skepticism and the labeling and transparency of things. Because quite frankly, at times, I feel like Leanne Pearson and a runaway bride, because it's all too much and just need to get away. This is TKR Mornings on CCN Radio.
Was a good man. Took him less than a week to wanna marry me. Jared who asked for my hand. With a smile on his face, down on one knee. Oh, I'll say yes every time. This breaking heart, such a crime. On a runaway bride, running over town. Got my white boots on and I'm gone, long gone. Wedding dress trailing far behind. Church bells singing a goodbye song. Oh yeah, I'd do anything for a man so tiny, big carrot shiny, diamond ring. With Pete I ran before I said I do. Even the preacher stood there shocked. And that was nice and pretty cute. But I took off and never stopped. I know I should, but I don't feel bad. I just love all the rocks that I have. I'm a runaway bride running over town. Got my white boots on and I'm gone, long gone. Wedding dress trailing far behind. Church bells singing a goodbye song. Oh yeah, I'd do anything for a man so tiny, big carrot shiny, diamond ring. Oh yeah. Run, 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 run. Ooh, run, 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 run. Ooh, I'll need new boots before I'm done. 'Cause I'm a runaway bride running all the time. Got my white boots on and I'm gone, long gone. Wedding dress trailing far behind. Church bells singing a goodbye song. Oh yeah, I'd do anything for a man so tiny, big carrot shiny, diamond ring.
Leanne Pearson, Runaway Bride on TKR Mornings. This is Read It, Read It, Thread It, where we are discussing foods with Dr. Michael Trevan, Dean Emeritus at the University of Manitoba. And so, yeah, we've kind of covered quite a few topics there, which is good. I mean, I feel like we're only just scratching the surface. So my question to you is, what can we do about consumer skepticism and sort of the labeling and transparency? Because it's all very well these companies putting clear and big word what's in our food, but I mean there are a lot of big words out there in our foods that a lot of people are going to look at and remain skeptical or concerned about. What can we do to address the sort of the lack of education behind our foods?
It's extremely difficult, and the reason it's extremely difficult is that apart from breathing, eating food is about the only thing you absolutely have to do to stay alive. You don't have to do anything else. So there's a huge emotional connection that people have to their food, even if they don't realize it. And this then means that what happens is if they start to get scared about something, they will think, I don't want my food messed with. And we've seen that very recently with the concerns over the use of an additive to the feed of dairy cows that stops them belching methane into the environment, or at least reduces it dramatically. And there have been people on social media with pictures of themselves pouring their milk down the sink or the toilet because they're not going to eat it from that particular company, and so on and so forth. And that doesn't surprise me at all. It seems to surprise a lot of other people. But if you mess with the food, people will not eat it.
Well, that's shocking. I mean, it's because the thing is, if you think about it, all of a sudden they started pouring it down. That's now just wasting food, because if they're only just finding out about something they don't like in their milk, they've probably been consuming it for a lot longer and it's had no effect on them. And so it's this emotional, like you say, the emotional attachment that we have to our certain foods. How I don't know. Maybe perhaps your book might enlighten some people. Dying to Eat, which is available for purchase. Yeah,
it's Dying to Eat, Health, Heresy and Hysteria. and it's published by Cambridge Scholars Publishing, and you can actually get it directly from them. And there's a PDF version of the entire book if you're into reading digital stuff. And their website is just obviously the www.bit, cambridgescholars.com.
Excellent.
And if you so that's probably the best way of getting hold of it. I think it is actually on Amazon.com, at least it was, and Amazon.ca. But I'd like to sort of bring you back to this emotional response that people have. The worst thing you can possibly do is put an expert in front of people. So this has probably been a total waste of time. Because people don't trust experts. They trust... people don't trust experts. They trust the people that they believe are telling them the truth. And that usually is a trusted person. So a lot of the world's population who speak English trust David Attenborough, for example, because they've seen what he does, they've seen what he's trying to do, they think he's a good chap, as it were. Or they might trust their sort of pastor or local church minister or their rabbi more than they'll trust an expert. And those are the people who've really got to put this message across. Not necessarily the experts. But it's a shame, because if you go back to 1960, the world population was 3 billion, of whom nearly 1 billion didn't have enough to eat. We're now in a position where the world population is 9 billion. In other words, it's grown 3 times. And the number of people in the world who don't have enough to eat is still just under 1 billion. What that means is that all of this sort of agricultural improvement, technology, everything else, has actually, since 1960, so that's 65 years, has managed to feed an additional 6 billion people.
That's incredible.
So just think about that. It is, isn't it? I mean, that's one of the little facts that is there. It's out there on the internet. You can from reliable sources like the UN or whatever, and nobody ever talks about it. So that's a thought I'd like. If your listener is listening, then I think that's a message I'd like to leave them with. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, as it were.
Well, I totally agree with you, but from some of my comments from previous shows, I think some of these babies need to go. We need to leave better humans for the planet rather than a better planet for the humans, right? Especially if they're tipping out my favorite drink down the sink, pouring out milk. Maybe that's why we can't feed that 1 billion people, because you've got the rest of them being hysterical and tipping perfectly good milk down the sink. So I very much appreciate you taking the time this morning to join us for TKR Mornings and read it, read it, thread it, and hopefully that your message got across to at least 1 or 2 people this morning.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Okay, and for all our listeners, if you want to buy a copy of the book Dying to Eat, Health, Heresy and Hysteria, you can go to Cambridge Scholars and get it from there, or you can go to Amazon. We'll be providing the links below later on today when the show gets uploaded. Well, thank you again, Michael, for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
And you too.
Thanks very much.
I know.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, that's all we have time for Read It, Read It, Thread It today. In a couple of minutes, we'll be doing our favorite time of the day, the TKR Spotlight Artist featuring the Baby Goats today, sponsored by Toronto Musicians Hub. But for now, the tab's on me, Erin Kinsey on TKR Mornings.
You're breaking in that barstool leather, a broke record. You just keep on spinning. You down a double, grab a shovel, and just keep on digging. You've been bending that poor bartender's ear. You got a one-track mind, I hear. You've been keeping tabs girls told you I'm killing it since we went downside of those bottom shelf bottles have too, but nothing burns like the truth. You've been keeping tabs on me, got your silver MX and the red on some black label Jim Beam. You've been hitting up, buzzing everybody in there, 'cause I'm just trying to get my 411. Got the grapevine wearing out, word sure got around fast. Heartbreak ain't cheap. Yeah, you've been keeping tabs on me, tabs on me. You've been keeping tabs on me, boy. You've been keeping tabs on me. You've been keeping tabs on me, boy. You've been keeping tabs on me. You've been keeping tabs on me. Got your silver MX and the red on some black label Jim Beam. You've been hitting up, buzzing everybody in there, 'cause I'm just trying to get my 411. Got the grapevine wearing out, word sure got around fast. Heartbreak ain't cheap. Yeah, you've been keeping tabs on me, tabs on me. Yep. You've been keeping tabs on me, boy. You've been keeping tabs on me. You've been keeping tabs on me, boy. You've been keeping tabs on me, tabs on me. I mean, it's kind of sweet.
This is TKR Mornings, streaming live from Toronto.
Time now for Toronto Musicians Hub TKR Spotlight Feature Artist of the Day for Tasty Tuesdays. And we've been talking all about food there with Dr. Michael Travan, Dean Emeritus of the University of Manitoba's Faculty in Agriculture and Food Science. And it was a tasty conversation. And you know what else is very tasty? Baby goats. Actually, I've never tried goat. Kangaroo, yeah, but not the baby goats. But this is Drag You Down With Me, our feature artist, the baby goat, on TKR Mornings.
It's not part of the race. It's not where you end up, or how fast you fly, or if you're going slowly. Walk the miles in both directions. You ready to go? Don't fool yourself. It's the same old connection. Kick and scream, jump on the table, give me love to stand. Why you looking at me? No fair. You said I don't know how to know, God know if you're coming and I won't let go. If you're upside down, up in hell below there, I can drag you down with me. If you're upside down, up in hell below there, I can drag you down with me, drag you down with me. Where you think you're going? Where you think you're headed to? This way, that way, 'cause it's the same as going nowhere. Feel the fear of missing out when it's already over. Don't you know, down below your life will close, so keep running like a one-man show. If you're upside down, up in hell below there, I can drag you down
Baby Goats, TKR Spotlight Artist of the Day, sponsored by Toronto Musicians Hub. This is their latest single, Live a Little.
Living it up. Break that chain, get the whole thing off. Giving it up. Fire the rocket, countdown, blast off. What you see is what you get. Straight jack in the one show bet. Living it up. Action sequence, butterfly. One fall move, liquefied. I bet you feel uncertain. Whispers behind the curtain. Magic, magic centipede. Serious observation. This is with fascination. No one tells you when to breathe. We could take a time out, find out. You really don't know. You really don't know. If you know the secret, tell me. Really don't know. You really don't know. We could take a time out, find out. Take a little. Rod sounds of the no good deed. Break a little. It's more than enough, take what you need. 'Cause what you see is what you get. Wishful thinking on an old cassette. Living it up. Tails, leads, contact eyes, all mistakes are magnified. I bet you feel uncertain. Whispers behind the curtain. Magic, magic centipede. Serious observation. This is with fascination. No one tells you when to breathe. We could take a time out, find out. You really don't know. You really don't know. If you know the secret, tell me. You really don't know. You really don't know. If we never black out, check out. You really don't know. You really don't know. Yeah. If we take a time out, look out. We could take a time out, find out. You really don't know. You really don't know. If you know the secret, tell me. Really don't know. You really don't know. Yeah. We could take a time out, find out. 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 We could take a time out, find out.
CCAN Radio Live, playing your music and helping our community truly connect. Together, we can.
Oh, that's it. It's that bit of music, which means it's either the beginning or the end of the show. You just don't know. We can splice it all together and have one continuous TKR morning show. Why the hell not? Once again, thank you so much to our guest, Dr. Michael Travan, for joining us for Tasty Tuesdays and Read It, Reddit, Thread It, where we discussed all things GMO and our food and how we're all a little bit hysterical about things. Tomorrow will be the first inaugural episode of Worldly Wednesdays, where we're going to be looking at some nature and who's out there. Seeing how we're threading it, he mentioned David Attenborough. Yeah, Worldly Wednesdays, bit of nature. Oh, we are on top of things this morning. And all that and a hell of a lot more. Some more great music, and have some more brand new music tomorrow. So please do join myself and hopefully Francesca, if she's feeling better, tomorrow from 7 a.m. Eastern on the TKR Morning Show here on CCAN Radio. Otherwise, that's Gizmo, me, signing off for today. Have a good one. TKR Mornings on CCAN Radio. Threading it so smooth, just flipping at switches like a goddamn monkey. Think you know where this rabbit hole goes? Well, join us on this loop. Every weekdays from 7 a.m. Eastern. Only on CCAN Radio. Your music, your radio, your choice.